Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have my newborns essentials video. So many of you guys wanted me to share with you guys what actually worked and what didn't. So I'm gonna do that today. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm a new mom to Sebastian, who is actually no longer a newborn anymore. He just turned 3 months. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with swaddle blankets because I feel like that's like the one thing that you need straight out of the hospital. And these happen to be my favorite ones. These are by Copper and Pearl, and they are the softest material ever. Like, I just love how soft these are. So I use these for so many different things, and that's one of the things that I love about them, that they're multi-purpose. I've also used them for breastfeeding in public. It's big enough to just drape over my entire body, and it covers him really well. The material, it's a little bit stretchy, so it just makes it so easy to swaddle. I have a few of the Aiden and Anais. I think that's how you pronounce it. They're like the most popular swaddle blankets. And those we actually ended up just using as giant burp cloths, because as swaddle blankets, they're just, he gets out of them and we just don't like them. They're also not really soft. So here is another swaddle that we actually, I wish I would have discovered this one sooner. We discovered this one probably when he was about 2.5 months old, when he was already kind of too strong for the other swaddles. And we did try to just take the swaddle away, but he kept waking himself up because he throws his arms up and then he smacks himself in the face and he wakes up crying. So we decided he was still a little bit too young for to stop using the swaddle. So I went and did a little bit of search online, and I found this swaddle. This is by the brand Embe, E-M-B-E. And this swaddle is awesome, you guys. Like I said, I wish I would have discovered it sooner. He cannot get out of the swaddle. You put him in here, and then you have a little zipper. His arms go inside. You have the little zipper, and that's like the first part of the reinforcement, as you guys can see. And then this goes over it, so it's going to cover up that zipper. And then it has this part that just kind of drapes over. And this is what's going to give it that like snug feel, which they love because it kind of mimics the womb. I also got this little nose bulb off of Amazon. It actually separates so you can clean it, so it's way more hygienic, because when I believe the hospital does let you keep the one that they use on him there. But that one, I just felt like you couldn't clean it, and I didn't know what kind of gunk was building up in it. And then we also got the nose Frida, which he was just so small for the nose Frida. I feel like that would be really good for an older baby, or if your baby is sick and has a lot of mucus. But we just needed something for like daily maintenance if you did have like a little boogie. And these just work the best. The little thing is thin enough to where it fits into their little nose. And it's also really good for those first few weeks whenever they when they spit up, especially if they're like laying on their back, if they spit up and they have a little bit of spit up stuck, these are good to just like suck it out. If you do get it, just remember you squeeze it this way, because I saw a lot of the reviews, people didn't know how to properly use this and they were giving it bad reviews. But yeah, you squeeze it from the bottom instead of from the sides. So the next thing that was a lifesaver coming home from the hospital was some sort of white noise. It really helped to soothe him and help him go to sleep. And I read that the reason that that works is because it mimics the sound that he hears when he's inside of the womb from blood being pumped into our heart and going through our veins. We found this video on YouTube. I don't remember what it's called, but I will leave a link down below, because I swear that one is like magic. I don't know what it is. I think it has to be a particular pitch of white noise, and also has to be really loud for him to find it soothing. After a while, we just kind of decided that it was time to actually buy a sound making machine, something that had a good reviews and things like that. And this is the first one that we got, and it's a little portable one. This one did not work for us. It just wasn't loud enough. And I think it would probably be true for any kind of like small little portable noise making machine. It's just not loud enough. It doesn't have the speaker for it. So this is the next one that we got, and this one we absolutely love. This is by the same brand as his changing pad, which I am going to show you guys. It's the coolest thing ever. But this one is cool because it does have a big speaker, so it is going to fill up a whole room with sound. It also has like, I think like 6 or 7 different sounds that you can choose from. This is also a really cool night light. I also love that you can control it with your phone, because at night I'm not sitting there fumbling trying to like figure out the buttons. I can just go into my phone and adjust the sound or adjust the lighting, and it's just awesome. I really love this sound machine. The Boppy. This has been my best friend since I was in the hospital. This is one of the things that I packed in my hospital bag, and it has just been amazing. I have the cover in the washer right now, and that's why it's completely bare. This is what it looks like when you don't have a cover on. I did have a C-section, so this just helped me hold him up. It helped me have like additional support when I breastfed him, and I still use it to this day for breastfeeding, but I also use it as a little lounger for him because he actually sits up now. The next thing that really helped with his sleeping pretty much since the day he came home from the hospital is this little baby right here. This is the DockATot, and I believe this is the deluxe size. They come in 2 different sizes. This is the newborn size, and he's actually already outgrowing this one, so he may need to transition into the bigger one pretty soon. But this is so amazing. I honestly didn't think I was going to use this as a co-sleeper, but I ended up using it for exactly that. Because of my surgery, it was just so hard to like get him out of his bassinet and then bring him onto the bed, especially since he was eating pretty much every 1 to 2 hours for those first 2 weeks that he came home. I also noticed that he finds it really soothing, and the reason is because this is also built to kind of mimic the womb and give him that really snug feeling because of the way that it's built. So it seems to really work. He takes all of his day naps in his crib, and if I put him on his crib without this, he will not fall asleep. He will not stay asleep. There's something about it that he just loves. It makes him feel really snug. So then at night, we take it into the room and put it inside of his bassinet, and it helps him sleep in that as well. So yeah, I absolutely love this, and I highly, highly recommend this. It's so bizarre, but Sebastian can sleep through pretty much anything. Like, he can sleep through the blender, he can sleep through my husband opening up coconuts, like he uses a little hammer for that. But for some crazy reason, if he hears a door open or close, he wakes up within a matter of seconds. I don't know what it is. It is the craziest thing ever. So we tried just like leaving the door open, but then the puppies would go in there. We also tried like a sock, but then the door wouldn't close all the way. So then I found these on Amazon, and these are called Latchy Catchy. You basically just put it over your doorknobs and it prevents it from like sticking, so you can open and close the door really quietly. They came in a pack of 3, so I have one in our bedroom and then also one in his nursery, which are the 2 places that he sleeps. This one may be a little bit controversial. I know some people may not agree with this and others may find it to be a waste of money, but this really just helped give me peace of mind. We basically only went 1 night without using this, and this is called the Owlet. It's a little monitor that you attach to their little foot, and it monitors their oxygen level and also their heart rate. So anytime that their heart rate goes above a certain point or below a certain point, it will notify you. And same goes for the oxygen level. So this is one of the pricier ones on the market, but I do believe it is worth every single penny. I remember the first night we came home from the hospital, I didn't sleep at all because I was just watching him all night to make sure he was breathing. Honestly, I still check on him even if he has this on, but there's something about knowing that if his breathing does start to slow down, this will go off. He's only ever had a red alert once with this on, and that's the alert that I will send you if it senses that the oxygen level has dropped. And that was so scary, you guys. This was actually like the 1st or 2nd week that he was born, and the red alert went off and I woke up freaked out. I grabbed him, and as soon as I grabbed him, he just threw up all over the place. So I think that the reason that this went off is because he almost like held his breath as he was throwing up. So I make sure to put this on him every night. I do pump about twice a day right now so that my husband can bottle feed him whenever I need to get a little bit of extra sleep. So if you are breastfeeding, then these are going to kind of mimic the shape of your breast, and he seems to really like them. Plus, I think they're adorable. They're kind of like this squishy material down here, and they're just so cute. We also didn't introduce a pacifier until he was about a month old, and this is the one that I've been using. These are called Wubbanubs, and they are so adorable, you guys. So they have so many different cute animals. I got him the little elephant, and then he also has this little penguin, and I believe he has one more. I think it's a panda. Ever since we introduced this to him, he likes to hold on to the little stuffed animal, and now he kind of like chews on the little hands because he's starting to teeth. But it also has a little bit of like added weight so that when he puts it in his mouth, it doesn't fall over, and it just kind of helps keep it in place. Diaper rash cream is definitely a must-have, and this is something that I did not know and our hospital didn't tell us. The day we brought him back from the hospital, he already had a diaper rash, and we used so many different diaper rash creams. I mean, you name it, we tried it, and this one ended up being the best. His diaper rash was so bad that we actually didn't even use wipes for like the first 3 weeks. Every time he needed a diaper change, we would actually just wash him. Once his diaper rash was completely cleared up, we used this and it hasn't come back since. Because of the diaper rash, we didn't get to use the white warmer that we bought. We actually have 2 of them. I think one of them was a gift and then we bought the other one. We only used it while we were at the hospital and we really liked it. We actually took it with us and we used it there. And then we didn't actually get to use it again until he was almost a month old, and now I love it. I feel like having the wipes and the white warmer makes them work better. They almost, and I can feel the difference, they almost feel like softer because they're so warm when I use them. So out of the 2 that I have, I actually like the one that I bought off of Amazon better. I feel like that one doesn't dry out my wipes, and it also keeps my wipes a lot warmer. By the way, the diaper pill that we have is called the Ubi, and I love it because it contains all of the smells from his dirty diaper, which his diaper started smelling so bad like around the 2-month mark. I was like, whoa boy. That's when that diaper pill really came in handy. So I don't think that's something that you need to get right away, like right when they're first born, but maybe a little bit later. It definitely helps contain those smelly diapers. And I like the Ubi in particular because you can use any trash bag. You don't have to buy specific ones just for that pail. So we got him 2 different like swing bouncer type of things. We got him the Rock and Play, which just kind of rocks back and forth. It also has like music and it vibrates. And that one, we honestly thought that was going to be his favorite. He loved it for like 2 weeks straight, and then that's it. He was so tired of it. We don't even use it anymore. It's just like collecting dust. And then we also got him the Cradle and Swing, which is what he's on right now. And that one just swings. It's all it does. And he likes to take afternoon naps in that. He loves staring at the little baby mobile that's on it. It does play music, but we don't really use it for the music because he doesn't care for any of the sounds on there. But it's a great little swing, and it's the one that has worked the best for us. Look who's up. Handsome boy. Oh my goodness, he's stretching. This is Sebastian, by the way, for those of you that haven't met him yet. He is done with his swing, so he's probably just gonna hang out with mommy the rest of the video. So yeah, that swing has to be my favorite little baby bouncer swing that we've gotten for him. Uh-oh, did you spit up? By the way, these little bibs, also I feel like these were essentials for him. They do such a good job of catching all the spit up, and I think it's because of the way that it kind of folds right here. This is just from like the brand Carter's, and Carter's is actually my favorite brand of baby clothes. They have so many cute like little onesies, and it's really affordable, and they always have awesome sales on their website. They all pretty much work the same. The only ones I would say to stay away from are the Velcro ones. So I did get a few of the Velcro ones, and while they're easy to put on, if you don't align it perfectly, it will kind of start irritating the back of his neck because it has that little like plastic thing that sticks up. So I would definitely just stay away from those. Just get the little snapping ones. Those work just fine. Just realized you guys probably couldn't see what I'm talking about, so I moved the camera a little bit, but here is his little bandana bib. They're so cute. And I feel like they just do such a cute job of just like dressing up your outfit. When he was little, he lived in these onesies. These are just the plain white ones that snap at the bottom. And because they just snap on the bottom, they were so easy for diaper changes, because I found that with the zipper ones, you'd have to unzip the whole thing, and he hated being cold. Like, he was never a fussy baby. The only time he would cry was when he was getting a diaper change because he was cold or when he was hungry. That's it. That first month to 2 months, this is all he wore. And I would put a cute little bandana on him to dress it up, and then some socks, and he was good because he also ran really hot. Some babies get really cold, some babies get really hot, and he was always on the hot side. I always had to like make sure he wasn't too hot. And since we did swaddle him at night, those onesies were a little bit too warm for him, so I always had to keep something really thin and plain like this. But again, every baby's gonna be different, so you'll definitely get to know what works for your baby. These were the only kind of like zipper onesies that I really liked when he was really little. This one actually has a zipper that goes both ways, so you can zip it up from the foot all the way to the top. And these were convenient for diaper changes because you didn't have to take the whole thing off of him. So yeah, these are by the brand Cloud Island from Target. I really enjoyed these. I'm so sad they don't fit him anymore. Sebastian got a little bit of cradle crap right around the 2-month mark. I remember I had asked the doctor about it, and he recommended using like Selsun Blue on his head, which is like a dandruff shampoo, but I thought that was just too harsh for him being so little. So instead I just used extra virgin olive oil. Right before bath time, I would kind of massage it into the areas where he had the dryness, and I'd let it sit for like 5 minutes, and then you would flip the little thing over, and this part would kind of like help get the little flakes off. And then I would just give him his regular bath and wash his head as normal, making sure that all the oil was off. And that worked. He still gets it every now and then, but just like 1 or 2 treatments of the olive oil makes it go completely away. Baby's nails grow so fast, it's incredible. I can't even keep up with it. I was way too terrified to clip his nails with nail clippers, which we do have the Frida ones, and I did try it once, and I'm still not ready for those. So maybe when he's a little bit older, I'll go back and try that again. But for now, we use this automatic nail file. So it comes in this little container right here, and it comes with 4 different nail files, and it's still super, super gentle. So it just has a little like button. It has a low and a high setting. So you could definitely use like a regular baby nail file, but this, just because it's motorized, it just makes it go by really, really fast. And the best time to groom their nails is when they're eating. That's when they stay this still. He does have a little bit of like baby eczema. This is organic Manuka cream, and it has basically all pure ingredients, no scent, and I just use it to spot treat. So if he has a little bit of dry skin on his face, I just kind of dab it on into the dry spots. I can tell an instant difference in his skin, and it's just a really good product. We actually have a total of 3 carriers. I got one that's like one of those little wraps, and then I got the Lily, or the Lulu, I don't remember exactly the name of it. I'll insert a clip of it. And then we have this one, and I think this one was actually given to us as a gift. This one ended up being my absolute favorite. It's just so easy to use. It's straightforward. It's lightweight. You don't need like a special insert for it, so he was able to use it as a newborn, and he's able to use it now. I started using the baby carrier when he was like 2 weeks old. It is a lifesaver, especially when they start going through those little like fussy times when they just want to be held and you can get nothing done at all, or it feels like you can get nothing done. I started reading to Sebastian early on. Like, he wasn't even able to fully open his eyes yet, but I started his nighttime routine as early as possible just so he could get accustomed to it and he could start recognizing it. And these are some of my favorite baby books. I like the hardcovers like this because he can, you know, he can touch them and he can pull them and he's not going to rip the pages. But these are the 2 that I've been reading since he was tiny. This one is called Guess How Much I Love You, and this one is called Goodnight Moon, and these are just my favorite one. They're really cute. And he really likes them. Also, this is a really good one to get for a newborn because for the first like month or so, babies only see high contrast, and this has nothing but like high contrast pictures. And as soon as he was able to open up his eyes, this book really caught his attention. Like, I think he still likes it. And this is a good one to like put down on the floor for tummy time. So if you want him to kind of have something to look at, just open this up to one of the pages and place it kind of in front of him, and he still loves it. Do you still love your book? Yeah? So yeah, I highly recommend this one for newborns specifically. And then this one, I just wanted to share with you guys because it's really sweet. This was actually a gift from one of our friends. And these are personalized books. You can personalize them with their name. So this one says Sebastian, and all throughout the book, it uses his name. And then you can also customize things like your pet's names. So like Nala's in this book, and I think so is Bambi. You can also add like your street address. So like this has our current street address, and it's just like a really cute keepsake. This, you can customize it on, it's called mymagicname.com. We use the Angel Care tub because we have a really big sink in the kitchen, and that's basically where he gets his bath. It's like, it's pretty big. So we just really needed something to hold him up and to like support him. So this has worked really nicely. It's also going to work really nicely in the actual tub once he's a little bit bigger. But I like it. It's got like little mesh holes, and he is just talking away. So you guys might hear that for the rest of the video. I have him in his little DockATot right now. This is really soft, so it it's really cushiony, you know, he's comfortable in it, but then it has all these little holes so it allows water to raise up in it. And he's used this since he was a tiny little newborn, and I just really like it. So okay, so this one isn't really like a must-have, but it's something that we really enjoyed, especially because when Sebastian was still in my tummy, the doctors were concerned about his weight, that he was a little bit on the small side, and I also had him 2 weeks early. This is called the Hatch Baby Grow Changing Pad, and just like the little light that I showed you guys, you can also sync it up to your phone, and it actually weighs your baby. So I just think that feature is just so cool, and it's also super sanitary because it's not a cloth material. You can just wipe it down if it does get dirty. Also, if you are breastfeeding and you are curious to know how much he's eating, you can take his weight before and then take his weight after he eats, so you can kind of get an idea how many ounces he ate. So I think I pretty much went over everything that I wanted to talk about. I know a lot of you guys have been asking what baby gadgets we went with, like what stroller and car seat and all of that, so I'm going to talk about that now if you guys want to stick around. The car seat that we ended up going with is the Nuna Pipa Light. It is probably the lightest, I think it is the lightest car seat on the market. It weighs about 5 pounds. It's so light. Even I have no upper body strength, and even I can carry it with him in it. It also has some of the best safety rating on the market, which was my #1 concern for a car seat. So yeah, I am so happy we went with this car seat. We really love it. It's also compatible with lots of different strollers I found. So the stroller that we have was actually a gift, and it's the Silver Cross Wave. I love how complete it is. I was looking into a lot of strollers that were kind of like in the same price range, and you had to buy a lot of the stuff that it came with separately. But this one comes complete with the bassinet. It also comes with the attachments that you need. It comes with the stroller seat, so if you want them to be more sitting up and not laying down. It comes with the cup holder. It has a huge basket in the bottom, which is really nice to have once you're already out. And this particular stroller is so cool, especially for us, because we do want another baby in the future. We want them really close in age. So the stroller is able to convert into a double stroller with everything that it comes with. So I could actually put the cot and the seat on the stroller at the same time and use them at the same time. We go walking in our neighborhood a lot, and that was one of the things that we wanted in a stroller. We wanted it to have like good, is it shock? Is that what it's called? But you guys can see the wheels on this are really big, so it is so smooth. If you guys are interested in knowing like what type of crib I went with and all that, I do have a nursery tour video where I do talk about those things, so I will leave that video linked down below. We ended up going with the Green Frog bassinet. It's just a plain little bassinet that does have like a rocker underneath, so you can rock it back and forth. I do like it. I like how compact it is because it fits right next to my bed. But what I really wanted was the Halo bassinet, because that has kind of like a co-sleeping feature where you can take down part of the bassinet and then it kind of becomes like connected to your bed. That would have been so helpful, especially during my C-section recovery. But unfortunately, it has these like super large legs that are supposed to go under your bed, and the bed that we have doesn't have like an opening on the bottom. The base comes all the way down to the floor, so we couldn't get that bassinet. So that concludes my video. I hope you guys find it helpful. I will have everything listed down below with links to everything. If you're new to my channel, I hope you subscribe. My regular content is more like lifestyle, cooking, organization, and I'm definitely going to be doing more baby videos if you guys want me to. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.